everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, today I am making pattern paper flowers, and I want to show you how to do it. They're fun, they're easy, they're quick, they're very lightweight because it's just pattern paper. I'm doing a sewing themed journal, so of course I need some pattern paper flowers to embellish my journal. So here's what we're going to do. This is a 1.5 inch circle. You can use any size you want to, it doesn't matter, but that's going to be our base. And as you can see, I've got a lot of pattern piece strips, different sizes, different lengths, it doesn't matter. And all I am doing is starting at one end and just scrunching it up just on one end. And then you have a flower petal. Okay, it's that simple. So I'm just gonna, that one's a little short, not that it matters, but I'm just gonna scrunch up a few of these little guys. And there's another flower petal. All right, so, and then you can use any glue you want. I decided to go ahead and try tacky glue for this, and so far it's working pretty good for me. I like the tacky glue. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take one of the flower petals that we just scrunched up. We're going to hold it at that one end, and we're just going to stick it in the glue, just the one end. So we're going to let this end kind of stay open and fluffy, but this end goes into the glue. Here's the other one we scrunched up. We're just going to place it somewhere beside. I overlapped that one just a little bit. We'll try to get those petals kind of even, but we're going to go back and trim them so it just really doesn't matter. All right, here's another strip. I got glue on me. All right, now we're going to gather this one up, gather it up, gather it up. There's another cute, there's like 101 ways to make flower petals out of paper, out of fabric, so many different ideas. But this is just one that I did, and I thought, well, that turned out pretty cute, and I decided to come and share it with you all because if you've got patterns, old vintage patterns is what I'm making my journal from, and there's just so many great pages in there to use to help create a journal. All right, so now we've got the first layer down. And I'm still not liking that right there. I'm going to just cut that off. So here is our first layer. And I'm just kind of squishing it down in the middle. And then we're going to add some more glue. And now we're going to do a second layer. Let's see if I can get that one to lay down for me. Sit there. Behave. Okay. Now, I'm having trouble because I keep getting the glue on my fingers. Sticking everywhere. All right, so now when we do this layer, the second layer of petals, I'm doing it the same way. I'm just scrunching up a petal, making a cute little scrunch, but I don't want it as long as the first one. I want to bring it back just a little. So this guy's going to be just a little bit shorter than our first one. Does that make sense? So we're going to scrunch up another little strip. These strips can be as long, as short, as narrow, whatever that you want them to be. And I'm going to stick that, and see, I made that one just a little bit shorter than the one underneath it. Okay. And you think, well, gosh, it doesn't look like much right now, but hang on. Wait till you see the final step is where it all comes together. And it's just really, there's hardly no right or wrong. I mean, you know, it's another one of those no rules things, and you know how much I love those. I love the freedom to just create and not have to follow a bunch of rules. Just do whatever you like. Okay, so I got that guy in there. All right, now I think I'm going to trim him just a little bit because I'm not liking it. So, and you could also take decorative edge scissors and trim and get some really cute effects in there if you want to. All right, I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to do probably two at the top, at the very top. And I think they're going to need to be a little bit shorter, so I just cut a little bit of that off, so it's a little bit shorter. and I'm going to stick it in the middle right there. And then maybe, let's see, maybe this guy right here. I'll do one more. So I'm scrunching that up. There's the seam. You see that one's already just a little bit shorter, which might just be the way I scrunched it. Who knows? We'll put a little more glue right there, and we'll put that in there. Okay, now here's our ski-watchy looking flower. It's starting to take shape, but I'm going to show you the thing that you're going to do to really bring it all to life. Stick your finger in the middle and just hold on and just start scrunching. Lifting it up, scrunching it. Come here, you. Just scrunch it up, pat it back down, scrunch it a little, pat it back down. It just brings it all together. And then the last step, all I did was hot glued a button, and I didn't do it on my prototype here. I should have. I didn't think about it. But what I usually do when I do a button, I usually put a little bit of jute or something through there because I like the little tied bow look when you're going to hot glue a button in there. I just, to me the button just looks kind of bare without a little tie in the middle. So all I did, all I would do here is just make a little knot and then just hot glue that button right down in the center, and we'll cut that off. So I don't have my hot glue gun over here, but that's all I would do. I would hot glue that right down into the center, and then that guy's finished. Now I did take some distress ink. This is walnut stain, but you could use any color you want on that one. It didn't work real well, but I tried to just tip. If you've got a real juicy ink pad, it might work. I just kind of tipped some of the edges, but this paper is tissue and it's just very, very delicate. So you don't get a whole lot of ink on there, but you do get a little. So, okay, pretend our button is glued in there. And then I would just kind of, because I flattened it a little bit when I inked it, so I'd just maybe scrunch it a little bit. If something's not the way you want it, fix it. Just go back in there and fluff it a little. So these could be any size. They could be, larger. They could be real tiny. You don't have to put a button in the middle, but hey, for a sewing themed flower, I just thought it had to have a button in it. So anyway, that's what it looks like on the front and the back. You could glitter it if you want to. You could add more frou-frou, more layers, less layers. Anyway, just a quick little tutorial to give you some ideas. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.